educators and support staff in the nation. It's an honor and a privilege on Staff Appreciation Night to introduce to you the best of the best. Please help me welcome onto the field the Arcadia Unified School District staff. Tonight we have staff here representing our 11 schools, nearly 10,000 students, and roughly 2,000 staff that work throughout the district. And here we go, we have tonight staff from Baldwin Stalker Elementary.
It is a beautiful night for football here at Salter Stadium as we await a matchup between our very own Arcadia Apaches and the Glendale Nitros.
We also have staff here tonight from Camino Grove Elementary.
So coming onto the field, we have the Baldwin Stalker staff. And following behind them is Camino Grove.
The Roadrunners.
Next out of the tunnel, we've got Highland Oaks Elementary.
We have Highland Oaks Elementary, alma mater of your very two broadcasters.
Let's hear it now for Holly Avenue Elementary.
Holly Avenue now rushing onto the field after Highland Oaks.
And we also have Hugo Reed in the house.
We now have the Hugo Reed Raiders taking the field.
Let's hear it for Longley Way Elementary.
Following the Hugo Reed Raiders comes Longley Way.
Next up we have Dana Middle School.
And we have the Dana Mariners coming through the tunnel right now.
Out next, we've got the Highlanders of Foothills Middle School.
Following the Dana Mariners will be our two alma maters. It will be the Foothill Highlanders.
Yeah, that is.
Dana? Did I skip first half, guys?
I don't think so. Or did they go?
They're not out yet, right?
I don't think so.
And next we got First Avenue Middle School.
We have the First Avenue Spartans.
Next up, we've got staff from Rancho High School, the Arcadia Education Center, and other district offices.
Now coming onto the field is the Rancho staff.
Or actually, we have it ready? Yeah. Have it right up here.
And last but not least, Arcadia High School staff.
And now our very own Arcadia Apaches coming through.
We'd like to say once again, thank you to the amazing staff of the Arcadia Unified School District. Staff, please remain on the field to welcome the players. We'd like to ask everybody to please stand for the playing of the national anthem by the award-winning Arcadia High School Marching Band and Color Guard. Tonight we're going to do the starting defensive lineup for the Arcadia Apaches. Starting out tonight at defensive end, we have number 58, Robert Herrera. Tonight playing defensive tackle, number 52, Dorset Manning. Playing defensive tackle, number 55, Milo Loretto. At defensive end, number 64, Nashawn Key. Playing strong safety tonight, number 2, DeMarco Moro. At linebacker, we've got number 54, Jake Metters. Also linebacker number 40, Axel Cruz. At free safety, I believe it is, we got number 7, Tori Rumpfeld. Playing corner tonight, number 5, Deontay Bevel. Also playing corner, number 4, Dylan Wright. And rounding out the Apache's defensive lineup, playing free safety number 1, Rolandis Whiteman. Tonight, joining the Apache captains for the coin toss are tonight's honorary captains, the Arcadia Unified School District Classified Employee of the Year, Chrissy Helsey, and the Arcadia Unified School District Teacher of the Year, Jan Dixon.
Ready, announcers? We're gonna go. Time's up. Okay, we're going. 5, 4, 3.
Hello and welcome to Apache News Live, brought to you by Foothill Credit Union. I am Matt Weiner. And Harrison, what did you think of the game last week?
Oh, it was a great game. We got quite the game on our hands tonight as Arcadia are taking on the Glendale Nitros. So as you said, Arcadia coming off a stellar performance against the Hoover Tornadoes of last week. And it all started with the offense. It started quickly for the Arcadia offense. 2 minutes in the game, scored 12 points. And it started with Rolandis Whitener, touchdown return of first kick of the game. But through all that offense, the defense really shone through that game. Rolandis Whitener and Jake Metters both had pick sixes as well, and the whole defense as a unit really stifled the Hoover Tornadoes throughout the game.
Yeah, adding on to that, especially Jake Metters had an amazing game defensively, had a pick six, and had many tackles all over the place. Jake has been the key to stopping this Apache run game. It's been Jake Metters has been a key to this Apache run game, and it appears that it would not be the same without him. Last year, there was a ton of games that were just killed on the ground, especially against Burbank, where they didn't have a middle linebacker to step up and make a change. But now it's looking better.
All right, so we're certainly ready. Players are ready. Fans are ready. So now we're going to send it down to the field for live coverage of the Apaches versus the Glendale Nitros.
Sounds good. And we're going to be updating. sorry for some early technical issues, but
And the Apache is going to be receiving this opening kickoff. Deep to receive for Arcadia, number 1, Orlando Schweigner, and number 4, Dylan Wright.
It's over there. You're over here on us.
and our Apaches are ready to take it back right now. Back there to return is Rolandis Whitener and DeMarco Moore. Now, hopefully, Rolandis Whitener can start the game off how he started the game off last week against Hoover. With 12 seconds to go in the game, or with 12 seconds to start the game. Ooh, smart decision to squib it. But anyways, he took it back and takes an ugly hop on him. And we're going to look to see Rowe make some magic out of nothing. And it breaks one tackle, headed towards the sideline, has blockers up ahead. And folks, this could possibly be 2 weeks in a row. Rolandis Whitner returning it for a touchdown to begin the game.
Wow, Rolandis Whitener, are you serious? This guy can't be for real. Another way to start the game for Apaches. 2 weeks in a row now. It's crazy from Rolandis Whitener.
Rolandis Whitener, a different species of human and athlete, able to, I don't know if I've ever seen that done before. 2 weeks in a row.
Definitely
amazing.
Definitely a crazy way to start the game.
Rolandis Whitener is out here breaking CIF Southern Section records, and with about 17 seconds in the game, Rolandis Whitener is proving to be the offensive player of the year in the CIF division, or all area. And Mr. Automatic ready to make it 7-0. And I know it's early to start talking about this, but you got to wonder how Rolandis does not have a single offer.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this guy's so good week in, week out. Second game in a row now where he's completely giving this Arcadia team a great boost to start this game.
And now we get to see our Arcadia Apaches defense go to work. Last week was led by Jake Metters, who just went absolutely crazy. And we're going to be updating you about the Dodger playoff game going against the Braves right now, currently. And Manny Machado, after a great first inning pitch by Clay Kershaw, had a couple Ks. Manny Machado made it 2-0 in the bottom of the inning after Jock had I believe a walk-off triple. So after a win last night, hopefully we can go to Atlanta 2-0.
Yep. And a little quick recap of all the games today. Rockies did lose to the Brewers. The Brewers take a commanding 2-0 lead going back to Denver. I don't see Colorado really winning the series, but Colorado have been strong this whole season. See if maybe they can put up a little fight against these very strong Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, I mean, especially when they're able to go back to their own ballpark and be able to hit away at Coors Field.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun day for them. They have a lot of great guys in there: LeMahieu, Blackman, and Cargo. Yep. And it's sad to see this playoff team without Troy Tulowitzki.
Definitely sad.
Yeah, but now it's time for football.
Yep.
All right, we have Mr. Automatic ready to kick it away. Usually a big suspect of a touchback. And return from the 2, making his way upfield. And just absolutely nowhere to go. Torrey Brumfield on the stop.
Great tackle there by Brumfield. Absolutely laid him out.
12-yard line. Eagles will start off their first drive for 10 from there.
In a very stout Apache defense, is a very when there's discipline on the field and when they're not making bad penalties just on encroachments or stuff or things like that, then they're perfect. But it's when they start shooting themselves in the own foot and start getting greedy and aggressive and getting undisciplined, and that's when they find themselves into some trouble.
Definitely a very athletic defense out there for the Arcadia Apaches.
Keep your eye on number 52, Dorset Manning, has one offer from Howard University, just known to wreak havoc on any offensive line that comes on his way. As soon as you get him in a one-on-one matchup, that bull rush is unstoppable. Man in motion and fumble or botch snap, and Axel Cruz right there on the play. Very awkward motion, and actually the guy in motion hit the ball.
Yeah.
And we're lucky we didn't see a fumble to start the game.
Yeah, it would have been another great way to start for the Arcadia Apaches. Fumble right at the game for first play for the Glendale Nitros. Not the great way you want to start if you're a Glendale fan.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. This game is most likely going to have the same outcome as last week.
Yeah.
But it's good to see backup Axel Cruz filling in for Chris Wilson, who has a hurt wrist. So Chris is most likely going to return. Talking to him earlier today, he's most likely going to return next week. But in a game like this, there's really no reason to play one of your best players.
Yeah.
And number 1, Antonio Alvarez, is going to be behind the center today, calling the shots. And we're going to see Bevel blitzing on the side, and it's going to be a blitz. And Torrey Brumfield ready to make the stop. And, yep, there's the big name I mentioned before, Dorset Manning, laying out number 17.
Yeah, Antonio Alvarez looked quick left to Andrew Lopez, but as you said, Dorset Manning on the tackle got there really quick. No gain here for the Glendale Nitros as they look at a 3rd and 14.
Yeah, it was just a quick screen pass to Andrews, and it just did not go for anywhere. Or, excuse me, to Andrew Lopez, and really was snuffed out right away and led to about a 2-yard loss. So you see a great job by Dorset Manning, fighting off his block, locating the football and getting after it. Didn't get to see the end there, but he did an awesome job recognizing the play and keeping his eyes up. And we're going to be making it 3rd and obvious. Alvarez ready to throw it deep.
Number 41, Darius Johnson goes in motion again. Flag is thrown on the play. They handed it to, I believe, number 50, Azuka Ukon, as he was tackled right away.
Yeah, just a straight run up the middle. Not sure what the flag is going to be. Hopefully, it's going to be going against Glendale, and they'll have to punt out of their own end zone. Punt out of their own end zone. Excuse me. And
It was a false start on the offense.
yeah. So false start on the offense. Apache is going to decline the penalty, and if this block isn't if this punt isn't blocked by DeMarco Moore, then we can expect Rolandis Widener, to take it back all the way again for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Glendale was smart. They wouldn't kick it anywhere near Rolandis Widener. Just how dangerous he is. Every time he gets the ball in his hands, makes magic happen all the time.
Yeah, Trent Lauzararian has to be looking to kick it anywhere, just right to the sideline. I mean, just straight shoot it.
Definitely looking for one of the sidelines.
Straight shoot it to our Apache cheerleaders. Yep, and that's going to be encroachment on the Apache. It's going to make it now 4th and 11.
Looks like
seems like
Dorset Manning coming up a little too far on the right there.
Yeah, getting greedy right there. But I mean, there's no way they're not going to, unless it was maybe 4th and a centimeter. They wouldn't. Yeah. They would go for it, but of course not now with 4th and 11.
Yeah, definitely still a very obvious punt situation for the Glendale Nitros.
And it's got to be looking for the guys off the edge to be coming right through. They're actually going to be coming through the middle to try and block it. And a bad punt, just kicked with maybe a toe or two.
Yeah, very short punt there from the Glendale Nitros, setting up Arcadia with great field position. First drive of the game for Arcadia. Let's see if they can take advantage of a really, you could say, bosh punt, putting Arcadia at the 40, not where you want to be.
I mean, he looked nervous seeing how all the guys were coming in. Just kicked it off, literally just kicked it off his pinky toe. A real excuse of the art of punting.
Yeah.
But it did not touch the hands of Rolandis Widener, so it could be deemed a success.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. And now we get to watch this Apache offense get it going. See number 2, DeMarco Moore in the backfield with Dylan Guerra. And Dorset Manning has to go out of the game. Not sure why. Maybe to get knee pads. not sure what's happening there, but we see, I believe, Leo Lai coming into the game to replace number 52, Dorset Manning. And you have Guerra back there ready to drop back and toss a dime right now.
Gets him to jump. Fall. It'll be a encroachment penalty on the Glendale Nitros.
Yeah, just a real, and we see Manning go back in the game. Lai has some short action, but we really start to see Dylan Guerra in how much of a commander he is back there and how much of a sergeant he is.
Yeah.
That hard count has been really useful this year, and I would say it might be close to around 10 encroachments he's had.
Yeah, definitely been very useful for Arcadia Apaches, getting him a lot of extra yards on penalties.
And you got to be looking for Garrett to possibly throw it deep to start the game. Play action, looking for number 3, Jabari Kindle, and drops the breadbasket.
Man, you could say kind of a messed up play on both parts. Garrett did underthrow Kindle, but as a great receiver Kindle is, you expect him to catch the ball like that. But as quarterback Garrett, you got to lead him a little more into it, because that's easy 6 points there for Arcadia Apaches.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where even though it was a little bit underthrown, Bari has to come up with that. And you see that it pretty much hits him in the hands and just kind of falls to his lap. But it's much more game to play, and we know Jabari will erase that mistake. And hand off to DeMarco going off the tackle, taking it for short gain, might even barely gone back to the line of scrimmage. Glendale able to really clog the hole right there on the left side of the line.
Yeah, DeMarco Moore trying to get around the outside, made a cut inside, but good job there by Glendale to stop him, hold him to a very short game. Now bring it up to 3rd and short for the Arcadia Apaches.
And this Apaches offense is run by great offensive coordinator, Coach Maxey. And another hard count should be able to get the, and it looks like it is going to be encroachment. So first down for our Apaches. That hard count is proven to be our number 1 yard gainer this game so far on offense. But it's really, one thing it really does show is the improvement of Guerra throughout this year and how much more mature he's gotten as a quarterback.
Yeah, we've definitely seen him evolve into more a mature quarterback, as you said, and a smarter quarterback.
Yeah, and one of the parts that is so just credible about Garrett and his season he's having is how low of interceptions he has. Ready to throw in screen pass to DeMarco Moore heading upfield. This could be dangerous, and stays in. Does not stay in bounds. Is not able to pull the 05 Reggie Bush against Fresno State. Looks like going to be first down at the 11-yard line. Yeah,
just a quick screen there to DeMarco Moore, but if you put it in his hands, he'll make magic with it. And you saw what he did. Got around the outside, almost scored for the Arcadia Apaches, brought them up all the way to 21-yard line.
And we see just right here about how Dylan makes a change of play calls and just adjusts to it. And with no safety back deep, you have to expect something over the middle of the field. And Ahmad Lipscomb ready to take it in for an Apache touchdown.
Yeah, just a quick out left to Ahmad Lipscomb, who brings it in to make it 6-point game. It'll make it 13-0 for the Arcadia Apaches.
Yeah, Ahmad Lipscomb, probably one of Dylan's favorite targets this year, is one of the reasons that this Apache's offense has been so dominant. What he lacks in size, he makes up for in speed. He's very agile, and on that quick 3 and out, it's pretty much game over. With any of these receivers, you really give them the opportunity to go one-on-one against these cornerbacks, and it's just not going to be pretty.
Yeah, last week against the Hoover Tornadoes, only had 1 reception, but it was for 64 yards.
Not too bad. Yeah. And now we have Mr. Automatic coming on the way to make it 14-0 Arcadia High. And this game is looking like a photocopy of last week.
Yeah, not gonna lie, if you could kind of expect this from the Arcadia Apaches, saying how well they did last week against the much lesser Hoover Tornadoes.
This is one of those games where you really just got to develop the young guys.
Yeah.
And I'm actually looking forward to see Chafee get back into the game.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of promise in him last week. End of the game, had a little trouble handling the ball, but man, he was quick, showed a lot of promise with his feet. Let's see how he does this game.
Yeah, he looks like he was really experienced running that play option. Where he did lack, where he does need to get better at is handling the football, not being so nervous. That's one of the parts that made Guerra this year so unstoppable, is just how cool and calm he is.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get flustered. But Chafee did get flustered a couple times and just dropped the snap that was right to his chest. And Christian Reyes, ready to make it a touchback. And it will be. And the game cannot be going any better for our Apaches. You definitely got to be expecting another 3 and out at this point.
Yeah, as I said last week, they were so solid. Really, just had it made Tornadoes really tough time on the offensive side of the ball. And it looks like It looks like Glendale are gonna really have another tough time this week against the Arcadia defense.
And Apache's up 14-0 with 8 minutes left to go in the quarter. So after 4 minutes of football, already at 14 points. I mean, you got to expect this game to at least be 50 by half.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of points for Arcadia Apaches. A flag is thrown on the play.
Delay a game, most likely.
Yeah, going back to what you said, Arcadia is just so strong, offensive, defensive side. They're going to get the ball. They will score most of the time. So I will expect a lot of points. Maybe if they start sending their bench players, who knows what they'll do. But I do expect a lot of points this week.
Yeah, and you just got to expect this defense to come up big right now. Play action, thrown over, and looking for another, just a quick little pass in the flat. Goes over number 17's head, and it seemed like that was probably the best idea.
Yeah, it was just a quick out route
Yeah.
to number 17, Andrew Lopez, overthrown over his head. Luckily, that wasn't intercepted. It'll bring us to second down. Now, for any of you rare Yankee or Boston fans, they started the ALDS today, and the Boston Red Sox looks like they will win Game 1 as they're leading 5-2 in the 7th inning.
That's definitely my pick.
Yeah.
My 2 picks are the Astros and Red Sox to win it all. I just don't think, but I do see the Dodgers playing them there. Yeah. But I just don't think the Dodgers are going to be able to keep up.
I think Astros are going back to back. They're so strong on both sides of the ball. But let's get back to football. They'll hand it off.
And Dorsett, looks like that was Jake Metters actually coming in through the middle. Nice somersault by DeMarco Moore, but Jake Metters coming through the middle, making an absolute laying rod on the run on Glendale's running back.
Yeah, absolutely no space there for him to get through. Suffocated right as he got the ball. Great play by Arcadia D-line.
Yeah, fullback Zaka Ukon just had no room to run, and it's going to be third and predictable. I mean, they're either going to throw it deep or try and maybe just go for a delayed handoff going up, or a draw, going up the middle. And this Apache's defense could end the first quarter with negative yardage against Glendale right now.
Yeah. Let's see if that can happen. Blitz coming, looks like.
And no time to get rid of it. Looks like that was Robert Barreras.
Yes. Sacked right away. You saw that blitz coming.
55, Michelangelo Loretto, and big shout out to Milo getting his first offer of his from Whittier University this week. I believe a solid D2 school.
That'll bring us to 4th and very long as Glendale will send out the punt unit.
And you see Milo just completely get around his blocker and just having no trouble getting to the quarterback. And it's going to be a timeout on the Glendale side. And we're going to be looking for Rolandus Widener to take it back. However, probably the smartest idea just to kick it straight out of bounds.
Yeah.
But hopefully it looks like hopefully it'll be a better punt than the one before.
All of their sponsors for the spirit here being given out tonight at Yankee Arcadia offer free physical therapy for supporting our community.
So as the Apaches come out on the field, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Federal Credit Union, for making this all possible.
2-0 and 2.
And Widener ready to return it back. Lazzaroni looking to punt it away. Does, and looks like it might be returnable. And smart move by Rhodey out of the way. That ball is going to be at the 35-yard line.
Even better field position for our Apaches
yeah.
on the second drive of the game.
Smart move by Rowe right there. But, I mean, starting at the 35, this Apache's offense is already too much. I mean, it would only be justifiable to start them at the inch-yard line or their own inch-yard line. But, I mean, starting them on the Glendale 35, it's just too easy.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just expect another 2-3 play drive. Because as soon as you make it all these matchups are just unstoppable. Every single one. There's no way the Glendale Nitros can guard any of the receivers.
Yeah, halfway through this game, as a Glendale coach, you might want to think about doing something maybe a little different just to maybe stop this Arcadia momentum that may have brought in from last week.
And looks like that might have been Bevel going up the middle. Yeah, it looks like it was Deontay Bevel who was back there going up the middle for about 9-yard gain.
Great first down run there for the Arcadia Apaches.
Yeah, about 8-yard gain, 2 yards short. And just finding room up the middle led by Ethan Stickler right there.
Now, second and short, you may see a deep pass because it does set up a 3rd and 1 if you don't get it. So I definitely look for Dylan Wright and number 15, Noah Nadivari, line up on the right side. Look for Garrett to go deep to them on this very short second down.
Yeah, definitely. And going to be some, not sure if there's flag, but we did hear some whistles. And refs discussing this. Waiting on the call. Going to be 12 men on the field going against our Apaches, I believe.
That'll bring them back all the way to the 31-yard line.
Not too many men on the field. Offsides on our Apaches. And Dylan ready to get this Apaches offense geared on a 2nd and 7.
Another flag thrown on the play.
Might be false. Yeah, it looks like it was a false start. And it was a false start. So Apaches shoot themselves in the foot twice in a row, having just 10 penalty yards really quickly, making it 2nd and 12.
Definitely a momentum killer for the Apaches. Get a 9-yard run straight out of the gate from Deontay Bevel. And now it'll bring it back all the way to 2nd and 12.
Yeah, definitely got to be expecting Garrett to pass right now. And he's rolling to his right, looking downfield, gets it to Wright, who has a great Tony toe tap.
Yeah, great job by Dylan Garrett. Just rolling right, looking right to Dylan Wright. Great catch there. Both sides, great play on both sides.
Yeah, real nimble footwork right there by Wright, who's just so long and lean, is able to secure himself into those positions where he's able to fight off the receiver and able to box him out. So going to be about, it looks like it is a first down. And the Apaches are on their 22, it looks like.
So after going back 10 yards in penalties, Arcadia basically are back right where they started.
Yeah, I mean, you know that there's just no way there's going to stop this offense. Might be expecting a run right now to Bevel again. And Bevel takes it, goes for a couple yards, had some green in front of him, but just got tackled from behind.
Yeah, found another hole there. Good job of the offensive line. Really been pushing them, making holes for this running backs. I expect this all night.
And might be expecting Garrett to possibly go back to Bevel right now. Not sure. I mean, usually after these adjustments, it's usually adjusted to a throw. And it is adjusted to a throw. Garrett looking deep, going up in the pocket, dodging a couple defenders, but only getting a couple yards. Not sure if he gets the first down right there.
Yeah,
but doing a good job of stepping up and moving forward in the pocket.
Yeah, Glendale sending pressure. Garrett, good job, able to get out of the pocket, gain a few yards to this Arcadia Apaches. I believe it'll bring it to 3rd down.
Or it's actually, 1st and 10. So Garrett actually picks up a first yard after making one-man miss and just kind of rolling over for the first down.
So now it's a new set of downs for these Apaches. Let's see what they can do with it.
And Garrett handing it back off to Bevel. This might be dangerous, and this is dangerous, folks. Deontay Bevel heading into the end zone.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that offensive line made a huge hole for the Arcadia Apaches. Like I said, expect this all night. So much bigger than that Glendale D-line. Really pushed him back. Huge hole for Deontay Bevel. And now it is 20-0 Arcadia early in this game.
Yeah, Deontay Bevel has been at least a little bit vocal with me about how he hasn't been much of an offensive factor this year compared to him last year. He was one of Max's favorite targets, and it's proved to be a big difference maker right here. He had a big run last week against in the second half against Hoover for 20-30 yards, and he makes it 20-0, and Mr. Automatic makes it 21-0. Nothing going wrong for Apaches, everything going wrong for Glendale.
Now 4 minutes left in this quarter. Apaches really came out of the gate strong. What you wanted as an Apache fan. Great job.
Give a little bit of a shout out to two classes that are having reunions this weekend here in Arcadia. Classes of 68 and 78 in attendance tonight.
And it is still 2-0 Dodgers in the bottom of the third.
Reyes is ready to kick it away.
Reyes to kick for Arcadia.
And this might be the touchback we've been looking for, and it is. I mean, it's the leg of a champion.
Man, this guy's crazy.
A real Pat Vinatieri back there.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, Adam Vinatieri. Yeah, real Adam Vinatieri back there.
So 21-0 here early in this game. Glendale will come out for the next drive. Let's see if they can get something started. Who knows? Maybe Arcadia will start setting out their bench players early in this game, but you still see all the starters out. You see Metters. They're set out there.
There's a reason why some of the cheerleaders look particularly short today. I'll just go ahead at the end of the first quarter.
And we see a little, kind of a new face out there. Noah Cabrera at safety has not been much of a factor this year, but it's definitely going to be a factor in this on this Apaches team in the future. And Lauzerani's ready to get it started. Or it might be a change at QB. It might be going back to Andrews. And a run up the middle goes nowhere. Brought down by, looks like it might have been Pops right there, yeah. Big Darion Jones on the stop right there, met him and kind of trolled away for a couple yards.
Absolutely.
Making it 2nd and 8.
No space there for the Glendale running back. Again, crushed right there by the D-line of the Arcadia Apaches.
And Pops isn't a name that we mention very often, but with just how big and large he is, in the middle of the field, he just knows how to plug that hole.
Yeah.
And it's what he's used to do, and it's what he's just made for.
Defensive tackles really expected to just eat running backs all the time, and really shows his power taking him down.
And just Andrews is has just been having no time to throw. Everything has just been screen pass. I don't think he's attempted a ball in front of the line of scrimmage.
Darius Johnson coming in motion again.
Yeah. And dropped it, dragged down from the back from Jake Metters, doing an excellent job of getting inside and able to just make it now 3rd and 16.
That's now
Jake having an absolute stud, absolute stud, having an absolute crazy season for the Apaches.
Pick 6 last game, his first of his career. Great player, Jake Metters. Definitely should go D1 in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, has yet to have a D1 offer. His highest, I believe, is his highest is D2, and that's Dixie State and, I believe not Sacramento State. Not sure. Not sure what the other schools are, but I believe that there are 6, and there are going to be many more. But I mean, with his size, it just doesn't seem like he'd be able to not at least go to maybe like a Northern Arizona university, a university that's starting up and is getting some D1, or is a D1 school and finally getting a little bit of airtime on ESPN.
Yeah, it moves extremely well for how just massive he is. One of the best linebackers on this team.
And in the area at least. I mean, I can't think of a single player from this kind of from the Pacific League who's nowhere near or is anywhere near that skill level, and then take it out of this Pacific League. I think he could go toe to toe with the private school kids.
Definitely.
I mean, I think he could easily start at Loyola or a Cathedral or a St. Francis. You know, it makes you wonder that if he goes to a private school, just a school with a lot more connections, he's able to pick up an offer. And another man in motion might be going up the middle on a run play and goes for nowhere. Looks like it was Dylan Wright on the stop.
Yeah, just QB keeper up the middle, went absolutely nowhere. Another one of these plays where Arcadia defense really just suffocating them and making sure that Glendale goes nowhere with the ball.
Yeah, it's definitely impossible for Glendale. I mean, Glendale and Hoover are pretty much synonyms at this point, but it's making it pretty clear that Glendale just is going to have no production with its offense. It's very easy to read, and Dylan Wright just does an amazing job on getting right to where the ball is and shedding off his blocker. He's able to scoop his ankles and make the play. Now making a 4th and 15. Lazzaroni looking to boot it away. Might be almost blocked. Might have been tipped actually. And Rolandis Widner is in a bad job by number 20, who did Arcadia a favor. Had the ball, looked like it could have been down on the 40, and instead with full-on momentum caught the ball.
Yeah, it was Christopher Ibarra. Definitely could have got the ball at least on the Arcadia side of the field. Now Arcadia another field position that helped them a lot.
I mean, just a buffoon of a move. I mean, and that really displays about how poor Glendale has been playing, picking up a ball that's in full momentum. I mean, if they had more people or if they had even better players to put in the game, then he'd be definitely benched. But it looks like he's probably the best they have to offer on special teams, at least. And Rolandis going to motion, might be taking this one to the house. He loves these run plays and making guys miss, and spins into the wrong guy.
Yeah, Rolandis Widener just coming around the outside, hand it off to him, give him the ball and let him do magic. Is tackled. Good job there at Glendale to contain him, but definitely dangerous for Rolandis Widener whenever he gets the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking here. He has room to work with, but instead of spinning to the left, he spins to the right and just runs right into a guy. If he spins the other way, I think that's a house call.
Yeah.
Guerra looking to drive this Apache's offense, and looks like it might be Torrey Brumfield. Yeah, Torrey Brumfield, little tic-tac in the backfield, might be getting some action. Guerra looking downfield, has a man, Francisco Contreras, taking it in for the touchdown. Too easy.
Wide open, Frankie Contreras got it. Good job by Dylan Guerra to find him. It's all too easy for the Arcadia Apaches. Not even done with the first quarter yet.
Yeah, no safety over top, just a one-on-one matchup, and Frankie Contreras is going to take that post to the house. And a lot of confusion on the touchdown celebration. Gets a flat-out 1.7 out of 10. And we have Mr. Automatic out there, and you just see Guerra with time to throw. And, I mean, there's nobody in the middle of the field. I mean, mentioned that earlier. And number 2, number 2, Ethan Aldretti just left the middle of the field, or was just completely burned in the middle of the field.
So I'd like to bring it back to Rolandis Widener, as we were talking about earlier. Absolute beast of a player. Last week had probably one of the best touchdowns I've ever seen. Broke, I could say, probably 5 or 6 tackles and got upfield for the pick 6. Definitely a complete maniac, freak of nature, you could say, whenever he gets the ball. Booming leg of Christian Reyes is ready to kick it away.
And Mr. Automatic, looks like it's a good one, and hangs for a century in the end zone. And Hoover can't even catch the ball. Or excuse me, Glendale can't even catch the ball. After getting embarrassed on a post route, he can't even just handle the kick.
So Glendale coming back onto the field.
Got it, yeah.
Gonna be really hard to win this game if you're a Glendale fan. 28-0 already, not looking good for them. Really just been another game where the Arcadia defense has really shown how strong they are and held Glendale to basically nothing.
And I'm actually more impressed by the Apaches' defense than the Apaches' offense. And going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going for nowhere. Axel Cruz, the big guy on the stop. Axel Cruz filling in for a hurt Chris Wilson. And doing a solid job right there. Just infiltrating the hole. Pops does a great job of eating up a couple blockers. And he's able to clear some room for Axel.
Yeah, great job there by Darian Jones and the whole Arcadia defense. Glendale is going to really have a tough time this whole game. So 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Glendale may get one playoff before this quarter ends.
And switch to quarterback again. Lauzerani back there.
And another time, 41 comes in motion again. That Darius Johnson.
And very confused backfield and that's going to get clogged. Nowhere to move, nowhere to run or move. DeMarco Moore just embarrassing Lauzerani. And
yeah,
lousy is what they are playing.
I guess you could say. I mean, like you said, it got clogged right away. QB keeper looks like maybe could have been a Wildcat there, but man, stopped way back into the territory of the Glendale.
And it's just too easy. I mean, it was very awkward. Doesn't know if he's going to hand it off or not. And DeMarco Moore just comes up from the cornerback position, fights off his blocker, and makes the play. It looks like Glendale's just kind of run out of the game and just kind of get this thing, just kind of take the beating fast as possible.
Yeah. At the end of the quarter, it's 28-0. Absolutely onslaught here for the Apaches early in this game.
Got to be expecting got to be expecting Glendale to punt right now and have third and 16. You see big Michelangelo Loretto right there. Already has one sack on the day, and it's going to be interesting seeing to what his career forms in the future.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the way he actually started out as we were on the Frost team together, and Milo first started as a quarterback. Then they said he was too big to play quarterback, and he didn't have an arm. Sorry, Milo, but it's true. And he went to wide receivers and was too slow for wide receivers, so he was just able to kind of transform into an offensive lineman.
Yeah, it's turned into one of the best, you could say, linebackers on this Arcadia team.
Yeah. And Lauzerani gonna have to get something started. Another man in motion, and going to actually be a pass in the flat that is broken up by a little tic-tac, Torrey Brumfield.
Yeah, looking left quickly, like you said, almost intercepted by Torrey Brumfield. Would have been an easy pick six if he came down with that ball.
Yeah, just making it. This Glendale offense has not even had a gain of, I would say, 5 yards, let alone a first down. And Torrey Brumfield is doing an excellent job keeping it that way.
Yep.
He was able to spot the ball right away and move in front, get his head turned around.
Yeah, so another punt situation for the Glendale.
We actually get to see DeMarco Moore return it, and while DeMarco on the screen and on camera doesn't really look that big, he's actually pretty decently sized when you're close up to him. Has decent decent amount of mass on him, and will rather run you over instead of run around you. And the ball takes a bounce, or an Arcadia bounce,
Glendale jumping it right away, and I'll bring it back to the 34-yard line.
It really is just too easy. And at this point, we're gonna just watch the clock drip out of the game and just kind of call it a night.
Chill here. Check the Dodger game.
Yep.
See what happens there. Should be a fun night.
And I mean, we still see our starters in there, but one thing we haven't really seen is DeMarco Moore, who's been a big factor on this Arcadia offense. Or I believe he. Yeah, I don't think it was Bevel scored the last touchdown. I don't think that DeMarco's really gotten that many touches.
Yeah, 3 carries, 80 yards last game against the Hoover Tornadoes. Really want to get him back into the system.
Looking at Garrett going deep to the end zone. This might be it, folks, and that is it, folks. That is it. Jabari Kindle, MTF family, going deep for the end zone. Too easy.
Man, and wide open Jabari Kindle was.
Let's see what they have planned on that side of the end zone. And we missed it. Don't worry, folks. You didn't miss much.
Well, let's get back to the pass by Dylan Garrett right on the dime. Man, just getting better and better as the season's going long. Jabari Kindle, great catch, too. Another touchdown for the Arcadia Apaches.
Yeah, Jabari Kindle just going crazy on that. Really just the speed that he has and the level of potential for the speed he has is going to set up so many offers in the future, and just going to set up a great college career. And you would expect that he'd be doing the same thing he's doing in Arcadia if he didn't leave Cathedral last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a dangerous threat when went on the offensive side of the ball. And as I said earlier, that he would make up for that drop ball on, I believe, the first or second play of the game. Makes up for it by a great 32-yard touchdown, just going over the top and making it 35-0 now for the Apaches. 10:01 left in the quarter.
You could also say maybe redemption for Garrett, who missed him early in the game, underthrew him. Now definitely threw this right on the dime. Easy touchdown for Jabari Kindle.
Yeah, and we forget to mention how accurate Garrett is, and just what the arm strength is like. It's so impressive to see someone so young and just Mr. Automatic. No words for that. And little chippy Noah Cabrera getting into it with number 81 on the Glendale side.
So late last year, if you had heard CJ Montez transfer from LaSalle came here, and you had to wonder Dylan Garrett's starting spot could have been in jeopardy.
Yeah, it was kind of either CJ goes away or Dylan goes away. And if both those guys just go away, then we would have had Chris Wilson manning it back there, who's a legitimate choice. Just made his former LaSalle team on the first game of the year just look absolutely silly. It's kind of disappointing having Chris being hurt for these Glendale Hoover games, because I would be actually interested to see the way he plays.
Yeah, just see the impact that he could have on the defensive side for this Apaches. Already been absolutely amazing, this team. Now just adding Chris Wilson in there, imagine how great they'd be. Or better they'd be, you could say.
And run up the middle, just goes for a couple yards, stumbling away. After first, nice yak right there. I mean, got hit around the line of scrimmage and was able to fall forward for about 7 yards.
Yeah, number 20, Christopher Ibarra on the run, able to power his way up for at least 5 yards. Good job there by Ibarra to get as many yards as he could.
Going to make it 2nd and 5, 8:55 left in the game. And we're starting to see some subs filtered in. We see, we see number 33, David Frazier at corner. And we see Noah Cabrera take Roski's spot at Rover safety. And 20 in motion again. Fakes the handoff to him, and looks like Ukon just goes nowhere. Looks like that might be Ethan Stickler on the stop.
Yeah, I think it was Stickler on the stop. Met him right at the line. No gain there for the Glendale running back, and by Ukon.
Yeah, Ethan Stickler has kind of a crazy story, because he actually didn't play football until his junior year. And I want to say in the midst of probably 2 years, I would say he put on just 50 pounds of pure meat.
Yeah.
Just pure mass and meat, and just a real hefty boy.
Yeah.
And just really ballooned up, and has made for an awesome football player. So you got to wonder what that career would have been like if he's been playing earlier.
Yeah.
Definitely a name that should be mentioned more that just isn't.
Watch out, Darius Johnson goes in motion, but they will fake it to him. Hand it off to, I believe, Ibarra, who will get no gain again. Now bring it to 4th down for the Glendale.
Yeah, and Jake Metters making a big, somewhat of a hit right there, putting a dent in them. And just kind of, Jake just kind of carrying him to the ground. And Jake really is just everywhere where there is a run. I mean, he's just so fast that, not even just physically, but so fast that knowing where the play is going to be and where that run is.
So it's been punting practice so far for both teams in this game, as Glendale will punt it away again. DeMarco Moore back to receive it.
Yeah, it looks like Lauzerani hopefully going to better his punts. I mean, the Apaches, I don't think they've started the ball on their own side.
No, I don't think so yet either.
And Glendale just kind of run away from the Apaches, just having the clock drip out. And a pretty solid punt. DeMarco might return this. DeMarco does return it, going up the sideline, goes to the middle of the field, and this might get dangerous.
There he goes. Oh,
and
good
tackle.
Man, what a tackle by number 52, Andrew Alonso, on that play. DeMarco Moore is gone. Great job by him. Great job by the Glendale defense. Really stopped him in his tracks. I thought he was gone. I thought it was 6 points on the board for Arcadia.
Yeah, I mean, we see DeMarco just taking the ball with his back facing the Glendale, and we're gonna see it right here, where just us. I mean, you really gotta give kudos to Alonso right there.
Solid job.
He really did stop a touchdown, and now our Apaches still are not going to start with the ball on their own side.
Great punt.
Due to a solid return by DeMarco Moore.
Yeah, punted all the way from I believe they're on 15. DeMarco got it back on the 40, brought it back now on the Glendale side of the field, about the 47-yard line.
And trips left, so you might be Maxie likes to throw in screenplays kind of to start the drive. And it is a screenplay to Dylan Wright with blockers up ahead of him. This might go far. And still heading up the sideline, makes a man miss, stiff arm, and it's a house call, folks. Another MTF member getting into the end zone.
Dylan Wright breaks 2 tackles and gets into the end zone. Good job there by the blockers in Arcadia, but man, give the ball to them and let them work. Flag thrown on the play late. Let's see if this coming back. I doubt it.
Yeah, and like I said, Maxie likes to start drives with screen passes, and that's a perfect example right there. Ahmad Lipscomb doing an excellent job blocking, breaks a couple tackles, and here's the big stiff arm. And Dylan Wright has gotten mad at me for the kind of couple of nicknames I've given him. He doesn't like Frozone or asparagus body, so we're just gonna call him Dylan for today.
Yeah. Yeah, if you saw that replay, it was a great job by Ahmad Lipscomb, really pushing him back, giving a huge hold to Dylan Wright. Broke 2 tackles, stiff arm defender, 6 points on the board for Arcadia.
And it looks like it is going to be a penalty on Glendale. I'm not sure. Ref was facing his arm towards the Glendale side, so more discussion. But usually the penalty is ensued on the kickoff, not the extra point.
So now
now we get to see, and now it's a challenge for Christian Reyes.
Yeah. Now it'll be 25-yard line, about a 30-yard kick.
Yeah, about
35-yard kick at least.
And just complete dead shot through the middle. A real secret for our Apaches, because if we're playing a CIF game and it's the championship, and we're the underdogs, we need to get points in. We don't have to risk going for a 3rd and 6 when we just have Mr. Automatic back there.
So I think he missed that. They called it right, wide left. From our angle, it looks like a straight went straight in.
From this angle, it looks like it went straight in, but misses it. But a rare miss for Reyes. But it looks like, at least it didn't look ugly.
Yeah, it looked fine.
But yeah, it looked fine. Didn't go in. However, if it does come time for that 3rd and 6 field goal, I mean, we know we could be pretty confident in Reyes. And 4:06 left in the half. Apaches just trying to make sure Glendale does not score at all.
Yeah.
Just making quick work of these Nitros. And Reyes ready to boot it. And that one's... See you later. That one's out of here.
Crazy kick again from Reyes.
I mean, watching Reyes really reminds me of former Monrovia kicker, actually, Blake Cusick, who's the current punter and kicker at Fresno State. And the way he's been able to put into the end zone, it truly is a kind of a mirroring of him.
Yeah.
And we see Bevel flexing on the Apache's Apache cameraman right there. He's doing what he does best, just getting cocky.
And like we said a couple weeks ago, always a fun sideline with our Apaches.
Always is a fun sideline. And we even see some of our former Apaches here. We see DJ, who was the lockdown corner last year, was, I believe, first team all league. And then we also have Brandon Reed, solid lineman for Apaches. And Lazzaroni gonna take this, doesn't have anywhere to go, and leads to a pick. Going all the way, it looks like Cabrera filling in. And missed. I don't know if you guys were able to see that, but Dorset Manning absolutely clobbers Lazzaroni as he's throwing it away.
Yeah.
And I am surprised that is not a rough in the passer.
Yeah, well, we got to go back to that play. Not a smart play by Lazzaroni. Got away from pressure, rolled right. I don't know what he was trying to go for because there was like 5 Arcadia defenders right there. Really not a smart play. Got to just get out of bounds. But that's good for Noah Cabrera. The St. Francis transfer gets a pick. Now Arcadia have the ball on the 24-yard line. Great job by Noah Cabrera.
Yeah. Noah Cabrera, I mean, we're starting to see his name pop up a little, and I believe it's because he's done with the CIF weird kind of transfer rule. But I mean, hopefully we get. Oh no, yeah, we got to go back to the game. But see Sickler come in.
Yeah.
And Guerra looking to just go from where he left off.
Have a very solid game.
And
Another
Bevel
one.
has room in front of him. Bevel's looking to take it back up the middle. Couple jukes and touchdown. That has to be a touchdown. Touchdown for Bevel. Just quick run up the middle.
What a touchdown by Deontay Bevel. He made some sick cuts in there. Got through the defense. Another 6 points for Arcadia Apaches. Second touchdown of the day for Deontay Bevel. Got through a lot of defenders.
Just too easy, making cuts left and right, and finally getting his touchdown, or getting his second touchdown of the game. And all offensive just kind of struggles and missed opportunities, and just not getting an opportunity, just not getting any workload, it's finally kind of gone away, as he has 2 touchdowns today. And Mr. Automatic, Christian Reyes, puts it through, making it 48-0 Apaches with 1 minute left in the game. Glendale just trying to run from this Apache brigade.
Yeah, already broke the score barrier of last week against Hoover, and now put up 48 points this week.
And they are on pace to score almost 100 points, 96 to be exact.
Yeah.
But so I mean, next half we could definitely expect our starters out. You most likely will not be seeing any Jabari Kendall or Ahmad Lipscomb.
No, probably not. At least that's what they did last week.
But talking to Torrey Brumfield this week, Tic Tac, he was frustrated about how the Apaches starters weren't able to play anymore, because this is the time where you really want to get your stats up.
Yeah.
And so when colleges look at you, they're impressed. But instead, he just has to kind of. It's almost like he's suspended for a half.
Yeah, you could say that. Colleges are looking, but in that type of game where they're just crushing them, it may have been it was just a classy move, I would say, by Arcadia to maybe put in their bench players.
And the thing is, I mean, it's just another. Oh my God!
Almost went through the uprights.
Just a trampoline just on the tip of his toe. I mean, it really does just look like a Tiger Woods 7-iron. It's coming from the 35-yard line. But I mean, they just have they pretty much have a half that. And speaking of the half, we are going to our own half. But yeah, so it's pretty much this next half. I mean, you can be expecting Arcadia to just kind of run it out and just kind of keep this game quiet. I mean, it's not even 8 o'clock and we're done with the half.
Yep.
It's usually how long it takes to finish a quarter.
Very quick half. Very efficient half, you could say, on the Arcadia side, putting up 48 at the end of this first half.
And believe that this week we do not have any time we weren't able to get any halftime segments up, which I know people might be disappointed about, but there's going to be many more in the future to look forward to. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be about it. And we're going to see you next half.
Yep.
Enjoy the show.
You feel me? It was a little quick screen. You feel me? To me, it was 4 on the defense side, 3 over here. They just put the ball in my hands. You know what happened? Magic.
And when you're up by this much, what do you do to keep your focus into the game and keep doing what you're doing?
I mean, we just got to keep pounding, just keep moving forward. You feel me? Just because it's a sorry team, don't mean we have to have lower our level of competition. You feel me? Just keep moving forward.
And what are you going to continue to do second half to keep the score going up?
I mean, so what we're doing now is easy. But, I mean, we're just going to keep following our game plan and just keep getting after it.
Thank you. Good luck second half.
I can't see Max and Rose.
Who are you looking for, Max and Rose?
I see him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Arcadia Apache Marching Band and Color Guard.
That's my daddy's band.
This whole band? That's amazing.
Whee! And even my band.
And your band too? That's so cool.
My dad's gonna talk.
He is. In the microphone? Oh my gosh, I can't
Look
wait for that.
Hello? Look at. What's this for?
It's a microphone too. You have to
Hello?
be gentle with it. What are you gonna say?
This evening, the Apache Marching Band and Color Guard will be performing 2 of their three selections in their field show for the fall of 2018 entitled A
I see an
Swan
orange
Journey.
unicorn. Do you see
They will
that?
be led by Drum Major Caroline
Straight
Hill.
ahead. Sitting in the front row. Here, step this way.
Please give the Apache Marching Band and Color Guard another big round of applause
She has a unicorn
and enjoy.
horn and a monkey backpack, and she's orange.
Oh.
Yeah. That's crazy. So crazy. Alright, here we
He
go.
has actually a floppy disk.
She what?
He has a floppy disk.
We good? Good. Go.
Okay, all staff members, get out your raffle tickets. We're about to get out the prizes. First prize is going to be for a $50 gift card. If you win a prize, you can come up to the press box in Clinton and see Ryan beforehand. So that $50 gift card for gas goes to ticket number 6812734. 2734 is the winner of the first $50 gas card. Coming up next, another $50 gas card. That one's going to ticket number 6812669. 2669 for the second $50 gas card. Once again, you can invite, come up to the press box and see Ryan Bourne. And the last of the $50 gift card goes to ticket number 6812729. 2729. I lied. There's one more $50 gift card. And that's going to 6812722. 2722. Next up is $50 Visa gift card. That's going to ticket number 6812697. 2697 for a $50 Visa gift card. Okay, we have one Chromebook tablet, is that right? It's from Arcadia. It's a tablet. That one's going up to 681-2700. 2700. And we have one more tablet going out. This one's to ticket number 681-2705. 2705. And one more. Big prize right now is a touchscreen Chromebook. Touchscreen Chromebook coming up. And that one's going out to ticket number 681-2750. 2750. Once again, if you want a prize, your ticket is called. Please come up and answer the prize quickly. If you don't come up there quickly, you need to win your prize. Hurry up.
Very one-sided half here at Salter Stadium. Patsy's up 48-0. I mean, we're going to be expecting most of this from the rest of the, something like the first half or the rest of the game. We're going to see some of our backups coming in after talking to Coach Maxey during the half. Look at the Chalchisa Chafee show to get it going.
All right, that was the first half right there. We're ready for kickoff. We're going to send it down to the field for the start of the second half.
Again, staff members check your tickets. These people need to come claim prizes. Last four did was 2734, 2669, and 2705. Those are your numbers. Last four numbers on your blue outlet ticket. Come up to the press box and collect your prize. Last four digits, 2705. You can come up and claim your prize. Or you might be drawing another ticket. 2705. Last four digits on that blue outlet ticket.
And ready to get it started from Salter Stadium. Little couple of baseball updates.
Yep.
Looks like the Yankees are up now 5-4.
Oh, they're coming back. It's still Boston 5-4, but
Yeah, Boston 5-4. Yankees still in the process of coming back. And the Dodgers are up 3-0 against the Braves. Kershaw is trying to eliminate the Kershaw curse
yeah, you could say that.
of the playoffs. Where
Absolutely.
just prone to do just absolutely just abysmal in all playoff situations.
Dealing tonight, you could say, been amazing. And Glendale extended the lead, as you said. It's now 3-0 on a solo home run. But now back to football. Reyes kicks it away.
Yeah. Reyes having stumbles while he's kicking it, very awkward. Taking it up the middle, going to be met at the 21-ish and
flag thrown at
get to the
24. Flag is thrown at 30.
Flag at the end of the play right there. Wonder what happened with Christian Reyes. Really awkward kick. Looked like he just kind of stumbled while he was planting his left foot.
Yeah, who
just
knows?
Went through, yeah.
Ball maybe could have moved when he kicked it. A lot of factors could have come into that.
I mean, might have just slipped,
Yeah.
just flat out. And now we get to see the future of Arcadia Apache's football. And so now we're also having the clock wind down just at all times. So you can expect this game to probably be over before 9 o'clock, honestly.
Fly by.
Yeah, it's going to fly by.
When a half goes by in an hour, it's a pretty quick game. I expect even quicker one this half.
A half that has tons and tons of stoppages. And, but this is what we expected our Apaches to do. We expected them to run up the score in the first two quarters. The guys get their big plays in.
Yeah, I mean, it was very professional, the Arcadia team. They came out, they showed respect to their opponents, but they still showed how good they were and really came out of the gates hot and winning this football game so far.
And run up the middle, goes for a couple yards. Looks like it was number 21, Eugene Corletto, helping on the stop right there.
And now down to the 19-yard line, it looks like.
And definitely got to look for number 69, Longoria, to do some damage in the game. Anthony Longoria, defensive tackle, sophomore, 5'8", 220. Look for him to kind of replace Pops at that nose tackle position, only 5'8".
Pop or Sickler.
A ton of mass on him, 220.
Yeah.
Definitely kind of cut some of that into lean muscle and really start being pivotal point of this Apache's defense.
Definitely. 41, Darius Johnson coming in motion again.
Ball gets handed to the outside and just completely met by tons and tons of Apache land sharks.
Yeah, another time where they basically had nowhere to go. This running game for the Glendale Nitros, excuse me.
And a quick 3rd and 6. hopefully they can complete the game without Glendale completing a first down, which does not appear.
I was about to say that. They don't have a first
which
down.
Which does appear to be likely.
Yeah.
And the blessing of the time of the score, time running down the scoreboard, just kind of milking the game away.
Yeah.
I mean, we could definitely expect probably some. Just another run play right there, and goes for a couple, but not much.
Christopher Ibarra on the carry. Looks like it'll bring it to 4th down for the Glendale Nitros.
It's going to be interesting to see who's going to return for the Apaches, knowing that they won't have their starters in. And it's going to be number 14, Omar Lopez, who is kind of a little goon. I mean, only like 5'6", 5'7", but he's just, I mean, there was a couple of plays last week where he was kind of getting into it with Hoover.
Yeah, a very good player. Considering he's only a sophomore, I think he'd be future. This very big part of this Arcadia team in the coming years.
He knows what he's doing, and he's going to make a big difference his senior year. And solid snap, boots it away, and looks like it's pretty Nope, not returnable.
Takes in Glendale bounce.
Takes a Glendale bounce, and it is going to be the first possession where the Apaches are going to start with the ball on their own side.
Well, it's a first for everything.
And we're going to be interested to see. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to lead the Apaches right now. Whether it's going to be, looks like, well, it's kind of interesting. During halftime, we saw Jabari Kindle looked like number 3 warming up. But it looks like Chauchisa Chafee, otherwise known as Chow, was most likely going to be the backup. So we're going to be interesting. We get to see who's going to be back there. Is it going to be Jabari or is it going to be Chow?
Yep.
And it looks like it is Jabari Kindle, number 3 back there.
Jabari Kindle. Let's see how this works out for the Apaches.
You know what? It's not. Oh. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, or excuse me.
Oh, it looks like Jabari's going to take the snap.
Jabari is back there with
Chow is out
Chow. And high snap. Jabari's taking it, and Jabari's heading for the sideline, heading up the sideline. Very interesting move by the Apaches, probably playing one of their best players at quarterback right now, receiver.
Looked like a wildcat there by Jabari. Just took it on the outside. Good. I mean, Glendale tackled him hard, but a great gain there by Jabari Kindle.
And it looks like next thing you know, I might see Ethan Stickler back there at QB.
Who knows with the way this game's going? And Jabari will line up again as quarterback.
Let's see the arm and rolling, bad snap. You know, this is kind of reminding me of Denard Robinson and almost
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan. It's going to be a flag on the play. But yeah, this is kind of reminding me of Denard Robinson at Michigan, where he was more prone to run it than throw it.
Yeah. That's now 2 plays out of the gun for Jabari Kindle and 2 pretty good gains, you could say.
Yeah, I mean, almost definitely over.
First 2 plays of the drive.
2 rushes for about 25, 30 yards.
Yeah. So let's see what the flag was. It looks like Arcadia are going to be moving back on this.
Yeah, it looks like it was kind of a holding towards the end of the play. Or a block on the back. And the Apaches move back and making it, looks like 1st and 14-ish. Ball on the 34. Yeah, ball on the 33.
Yeah.
And Jabari Kindle is still back there. And now it's going to be exciting to see whether he's going to throw it or not. And he is throwing it into the flat. Perfect pass to Noah Nadavari. He gets slipped up.
Yeah, tackle for a loss there. Good job by Glendale.
34.
Good job by Glendale
32.
defense.
Yeah, going to make it almost getting back to the line, or a couple yards off from the line of scrimmage. Making it 2nd and 15. So race is 5 yards from that penalty. Solid pass by Jabari Kindle. Just kind of read it right away and threw it perfectly, having some momentum for Noah going into it. And Jabari might be taking this one to the house.
Looks like he'll get a first down on that play. Another good run by Jabari Kindle. I mean, bold tactic you could say about the Arcadia offense, but it's been working so far through about 5 plays.
Yeah, it looks like might have been some horse collaring at the end of the play. Kind of tackled a little bit high, but really does look like Denard Robinson, and it was a pretty high tackle. Nothing illegal,
No.
but it was high. And you could just be expecting the Apaches to keep on doing this. They're really just going to read the defensive ends and kind of run off the hip of that tackle.
Yeah, option
And now
play.
Chafee, and wow, makes a couple men miss. And number 2 just having an absolute miserable day.
Yeah.
Not only did he catch or make a complete buffoon of himself on special teams, but also got completely burned by Frankie Contreras. And you see right here, right there, I mean, number 2 just has not having a good day. And Chow getting his first a touchdown as an Apache, I believe.
Yeah, it was just a quick option play, a read option it looks like, and he handed it off to Chow, makes a great cut, and ultimately gets in the end zone for the Apaches with about 3 minutes left in this game.
You know, at least we get to see some of the exciting parts of this Apaches kind of second string offense.
Yeah.
And it's not just kind of running through the motions.
And that wasn't even Reyes, that was Frankie Contreras on the kick who put it in for the extra point.
Frankie Contreras, Christian Reyes, watch out for your spot.
Yeah. So at the end of the ALDS Game 1 between the Red Sox and the Yankees comeback falls short as the Boston Red Sox take Game 1 of the 5-game series. Good game, you could say, played on both sides. J.D. Martinez with a big 3-run home run to start the game for the Red Sox.
You know, it's such a shame about how good J.D. Martinez is right now, because he was not the same when he was on the Tigers on my fantasy baseball team a couple years ago.
Yeah, I always had the power numbers, just didn't really come together. But this year saw him DH role, didn't really have a role in the field, which has been his weakness in the previous seasons. Now this year, hitting absolutely amazing, almost won the Triple Crown. Yeah, I expect big things from him in the coming years, and the whole Red Sox with their young core, such as Mookie Betts.
And Ray is ready to boot it away. It's really a blessing looking up after 2 possessions and seeing that there's 2 minutes left in the game, or 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Yeah.
And that almost goes through the uprights. Doesn't quite count as 3. And 55-0 is the score. Our Apaches are just destroying everything in their way.
Yeah. Very well played ball game. Very professional by the Apaches.
Yeah, just going in there, getting their business done, and heading out.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, clock's running. Only a minute 50 left in this in the third quarter.
And run up the middle, goes for a couple yards, not much.
Second and 7 now for Glendale with a minute left in this third quarter.
Yeah, about minute 20 left. Just looking for the Apaches throwing away with it.
Metters on the sideline with the jacket on. Definitely not coming back into this game. It looks like a lot of the bench players are back into the game too for the Apaches. No Cabrera at safety.
Bad snap.
Yeah, bad snap. Excuse me, there was a Lausitarian on the drop there. So that'll bring it to 3rd and long here, 3rd and 10 to be exact.
And Glendale still looking for their first offensive first down.
Yeah.
Just complete excuse of the offensive performance tonight, and defensive, but especially offensive. I mean, at least Hoover was able to get a couple first downs in.
Eventually scored too, but I mean, against the Arcadia defense, I mean, even their subs are making some good plays.
Yeah. And going to be looking across in the middle. That could be dangerous, and that is dangerous.
Wow!
What a play.
Christopher Ibarra will take it to the house for Glendale. What a play! What a play by Glendale, who gets on the board. Man, speak of the devil, we were just talking about how Hoover finally scored, and wow, Glendale gets a touchdown at the end of the game.
And Glendale is going to end the half on a credible throw by Lazzarani, looking deep. And beats number 24, Brian Marone.
Yeah, it looks like he absolutely burned him. Just got
Yeah.
around him, and an easy touchdown for Ibarra.
Going to ruin the shutout and going to be the first. Not only does it knock out the shutout, but also is their first step.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that counts as a first.
Who knows? I mean, it was scoring.
Yeah,
so-
doesn't believe. I don't believe that that's a first down, but it's, yeah.
Definitely put a smile on the face of Glendale fans and players.
And Glendale trying to make this 55-7. Some whistles being blown on the play. Not sure what they are. Glendale moving back. Might be a false start. Not sure. But just a complete one-sided game so far.
Start of the fourth quarter right now.
And at this point, we're going to be looking to see how the Denard Robinson, a.k.a. Jabari Kindle, show is going to go.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just been running all over the place, and it even capitalized on it with Chow. Just on that option, just went to him. Jabari just went to challenge. Chow was able to make a couple moves, take it up the middle, and ended in the end zone.
Yep.
After another cut.
It made a good cut, made a miss, and a block.
And
kick.
blocked. Wow.
And
Welcome to Pakistan.
Yeah, that was a quick block there. I thought the ball was live, but I'm pretty sure that may just be the NFL college.
Yeah, that's the yeah.
I believe the ball is dead when you kick it and it is blocked.
Especially in high school on an extra point. Yeah, looks like UD and Corletto was the one to get there, and didn't even look like I mean, it looks like he blocked it with his legs. It even looked like he put a hand on it.
Yeah, it looks like
kind of deflected
not
it.
a very good kick. Very low, actually. If it hits a leg of the runner, that's not a very good kick.
Yeah.
But I don't understand with the runners from Arcadia coming all around him. Not very good blocking. Not something you're not going to be happy about as a coach on the Glendale side.
Just the butt ugly attempt of special teams once again from Glendale. And finally, at least you get to see a familiar face back there, DeMarco Moore, ready to take this thing back, maybe make it 61-6. And DeMarco is pushing the line in front of him up ahead, thinking that they might squib it right now.
Who knows? Seven Edgar Sapien kicked it away.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to be an offside, or excuse me, an onside kick that literally just goes for enough to just make it to the Patsy's first line.
Yep.
And just recovered and rolled over on 12 minutes left in the game. Patsy's just looking to run away with this.
So first kickoff for the Glendale Nitros since the start of the very first start of the game. And that was the first kick of the game that Rolandis brought back for a touchdown.
And looks like it's going to be Bari back there. Yeah, and it's the same kind of option play where he's just run off the tackle. Room ahead of him. And going to make that a first down, about 15 yards.
Yeah, pushed out of bounds by number 41, Darius Johnson. Good pickup again by Jabari Kindle. Man, they're just running that play on and on again. I mean, I don't blame them. Glendale cannot stop them.
You know, and even with the dreads as well, I mean, it really does look like Denard Robinson out there.
Yeah, he does. It definitely resembles him with the way how quick he is. And maybe let's see how he can throw the ball.
And Chow going back in the game. Might be lined up in the slot right now. But keep expecting just the option play. And, that is a
jump.
Yep. That is a beautiful hard snap done by Jabari Kindle. And I wonder how much convincing he had to do to the coaches. I mean, might have made some deal if he gets 2 A's this week on test, then he gets to play quarterback against Glendale.
Got number 17 on the edge, Andrew Lopez to jump. 5-yard gain for the Apaches.
And Kindle might just be looking for that same type of read option, just going off the defensive end.
Yeah, short 3rd and 5 here. I believe he'll be able to get 5 yards the way this game has been going.
Or first and 5 right now.
Excuse me, 1st and 5.
Yeah. And Kendall, awkward right there, goes to Gabriel Cortez and false
Could be
start
a false
on
start
Cortez.
on Cortez. Moved early.
Little jumpy right there. Little bit of a brain fart right there on Cortez. Little young guy getting excited to get into the game.
Little jumpy.
Has 1 pick already, and that was against Burroughs. Making it 1st and 10. So after Bari with the hard count gets the encroachment, Apache's backfire with a false start on Cortez, and Bari lined up in shotgun, hands it off the middle. Cortez makes a move, bounces it outside, and not fast enough to get away from the defender, but solid bounce taken outside.
Yeah, solid
Good
job.
footwork.
Solid job on both sides. David Ruiz on the tackle for Glendale, but Cortez made a move, almost got around the outside. Good, promising for the Apaches.
Yeah, you see how he goes as soon as he's about to approach the kind of line of scrimmage where everybody is, takes it, and that's where the open room was. That's where open field was instead of going in between. And a little awkward bounce right there. Bari looking for the end zone, and he will go and get there. Oh, and a late hit, and swimming, and takes it to hang 10.
Yeah.
Jabari Kendall makes it 61-6 Apaches, and a real soft move and late hit.
Even though there was a flag thrown on the way, flag thrown on the play, referees do confirm a touchdown for the Apaches. Onslaught continues. Great job by Jabari Kendall making cuts just too quick for the Glendale secondary.
Jabari Kendall, a.k.a. Michigan Denard Robinson, making everybody look like fools out there. And you see Dorsett just acting a fool.
Yep.
Some good teammate camaraderie right there. Bari seems to be a little shaken up, a little awkward heading off. A slight limp going on. And we have Frankie Contreras back to boot it again, hopefully making it 2 for 2 on the day.
For how good Denard Robinson was, you could say he was a bust. Really did nothing out of college.
And Vari needs to take this to the house. He should have. Oh, and a little trickery from the Apaches after it looked like a botched snap.
Yeah, just a fake. Maybe just a fake, but Nadavari finds Frankie Contreras for the 2-point conversion.
I was thinking that Nadavari had a ton of room ahead of him, but instead he just lobs it up for Frankie.
Easy catch for Contreras. Easy 2-point conversion. So Kershaw still going strong. 68 pitches into the 7th. That's pitched 6 2/3 innings so far. Absolutely dealing. Game 2 of the NLDS.
Good day for LA sports.
You can definitely say that.
Or a good day for at least my favorite sports teams. The Apaches are up.
Yep.
Yankees lose. And
call that a day.
And Dodgers look like they might be headed to a sweep, or at least be able to attempt a sweep.
The only way this day could have went better is if the Astros had lost.
Yeah. There's no way that Astros team won't be in the World Series,
though. They're so strong. It's not really fair. When teams win the World Series, you could say they get a little worse. They got even better this year. 100-win team last year, another 100-win season this year. Look for them to go back-to-back. First since New York did it in the 2000s, early 2000s.
That's true. There hasn't been a team to repeat it.
Yeah.
Another solid kick by Reyes, and looks like it's going to be able to be returned heading upfield. Looks like he's going to be met and dragged down at about the 17-yard line, excuse me. But yeah, I mean, the thing with that Astros team is that the pitching depth is just so
crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you could look at the offense, and the month of September, Altuve and Correa weren't really performing, and they still won a crazy amount of games. That just shows their depth in offense and pitching, and that's really the formula you need in this playoffs.
I mean, they really have 4 or 5 starters that could be considered number ones if they're on a different team.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole, McCullers, Kuchel,
And then
or excuse me, Keuchel.
And then when you got Verlander having a rebirth, you could say
the rebirth of Justin Verlander. Wow.
Crazy how good he's been. And then when you got Charlie Morton as your 5th starter, that's a solid team.
It really is. And with 4:50 left in this game, we're just trying to get this thing over with. Axel Cruz meets him in the middle of the field and just kind of drags him down. Looks like Eugene Carletto was there as well on the stop. And you can see on the replay right here, the Apache's getting in the middle. I mean, Longoria doing a wonderful job of at least getting. He didn't have anything to do with the tackle made, but what he was able to do is plug that hole they were going for. It was just the B gap between, the A gap between the guard and the center. For sure going to be a nose tackle of the future.
Yep. 20 Ibarra will take it around the outside. Stiff arm defender, but good tackle there.
Yeah,
I believe by number 24.
Looks like that was Brian Marone. Brian Marone, who beginning of the game was made a big mistake. Made a big mistake allowing that first touchdown.
Yeah, you could say made up for it. Oh, good tackle there. Stop him. It looked like it could have been a good big gain there for by number 20 Ibarra.
And timeout in Glendale. 3:39 left in the game. Apache's looking just to run this thing out. Or excuse me, Glendale looking to get, I believe, their first down. And Glendale looking to make their first down on the first down on the game today. And all smiles over there. Jake Metters doing an awesome job of leading the leading those Apaches. He's right in the middle of that huddle, and he's helping them out and telling them what to do. And guys like that really affect the future in nothing but positive ways, because teaching is the best thing you could really do.
Yeah, definitely a leader by voice and example. So definitely a very quick game tonight. 3 minutes 40 seconds left in this game. Not a very close game, you could say. 63-6 on the scoreboard. I believe Arcadia is 1 score away from tying their season high in points.
Yeah.
Or at
they
least,
put up, what did they put up against LaSalle?
I believe it was 64 on LaSalle.
64.
Oh, blitz, screen pass.
And a screen pass. Wow.
Dropped. That could have gone for a big game because you saw the blitz coming on the left side. Good play call because he had miles to run if the blockers had blocked him. But you got to catch that ball if you're a Glendale back like that.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a way to describe the game, is, I mean, just a complete abysmal drop like that.
Yeah, that was
the ball is thrown as perfectly as it can be, and just butterfingers. That's a play where you get benched.
Yeah,
There's
David Ruiz on the drop. Definitely had miles to run in front of him.
Almost blocked. Who's back there? Is that? Oh, we didn't get to see Milo take it back. That's kind of disappointing.
That would have been fun to watch.
Yeah, every year there's always one lineman that they line back out there against Glendale, and this year it happened to be Milo. But in previous years, I remember my my sophomore year, they threw Stephen Wilbur out there,
former fun.
Yeah, and it was fun watching him go for 10 yards.
Just imagine the atmosphere if Milo had scored a touchdown right there.
And Bari back there sends Noah in motion, and a fumble or botch snap. And instead of taking himself, Bari hands it back off.
Good
lays
block.
a block.
Kind of a weird play call, you could say. I don't know what they were going for. I mean, it got some yards, but let's see if it comes back. Looks like holding will
Apaches.
put the Arcadia Apaches back. But yeah, definitely a weird play call. Bari did land down a nice block. But
yeah, if I was, I mean, even though the ball is coming back, but I mean, what we saw right there is Bari should have just taken himself to the house. If you're, see how he has this very awkward handoff right here?
Yeah.
You might as, I mean, Bari has all the momentum. Noah has to turn around, get that ball, turn back around, and head upfield with no momentum, nothing carrying forward.
Well, you could say not a very experienced quarterback, you could say back there.
Yeah. I mean, he's really going to have to work on that when we play CD. Like, it doesn't matter. You know, it's one of those things that is never going to happen again.
That's the big test.
And
a timeout?
Timeout, which is just delaying my in and out order.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, minute left in this game.
Minute left in the game. At this point, they're only stopping me from playing 2K when I get home.
Yep.
But I mean, I want to start seeing some of the offensive linemen get involved running the ball.
Yeah,
that would be very exciting. I mean, I want to see big Pops back there. Pops is 5'8", 260. Just a lot of meat.
Fun.
A lot.
Definitely tough to tackle a guy like that.
You know, it really would. You really got to go for the ankles.
I say if they get back down to the 2-yard line, give him, let him work.
You know what? You know what? I completely agree.
Yeah. You could maybe do a jump throw. Remember
Dontari Poe.
That would be awesome to watch.
The heaviest player of all time to throw a touchdown. I think it was like 310.
Yeah.
Just an absolute beast. Bari taking the snap. Sends him Noah in motion again, and this time they complete the handoff. Ton of momentum. Good big gain right there, making it getting 10 yards, and we might have seen one of the last plays of tonight. 45 seconds left on the game.
Yeah, that was
might be it.
Much better this time. A quick handoff. Noah found a hole, got through, and now at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line, maybe 1 or 2 plays left. I'm just looking for Jabari Kindle to have a chance to air it out. This might be the last time he'll ever have the opportunity to play quarterback.
I'd love to see that arm, see what he can do.
And that's going to be a ball game.
Yep, that will be a ball game.
And nothing but good sportsmanship all around. I mean, see number 38 and 17 shaking hands.
Yeah.
With our Apaches. And that looks like it'll be it and in 2-1. The Apaches are now 4-2
on the year.
4-2 on the year. 4-2 on the year. A solid job all around. I mean, big plays. We got to even shout out Dylan Wright, who has had an excellent year, just being versatile on all parts of the offense and defense.
Yeah, though it was the end of the game, Jabari coming in did actually very well. You know, first time at quarterback. Got to commend him and what he did for the Arcadia Apaches.
And a wonderful job by our Apaches tonight. Score 63-6. Apaches just doing everything they could to have showing no mercy on this Glendale team. Just doing an excellent job. Yeah. I mean, nothing much to say, really.
Yeah, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the live stream. We hope to see you next week when Arcadia Apaches face off against Pasadena.
And we'd also like to thank Foothill Credit Union. See ya at Victory Park next weekend.